Hey, this is how you do the floor press in arm wrestling. The floor press is an inside movement where you're mainly attacking the other person's side pressure and their back pressure. The floor press is different from the traditional press because in a traditional press you have to engage your cup, while in a floor press you have to intentionally give away your cup. The reason you give away your cup is it allows you to anchor yourself such that you're allowing all of your power to be put into one direction, and that is against the back pressure of your opponent. That is why a floor press works great against a top roll, because a top roll relies mainly on your ability to apply back pressure and pronation. If you are able to take away the back pressure of a top roller, then he will most likely lose the match. So this is how you do the floor press. There is the setup and then there is the execution. We will talk about the setup first. So in a floor press, what you need to do is you need to gain as much height as possible. That is through your hand and through your elbow. The first is height. The second thing is you need to be as inside of your body as possible, like in a traditional press, because this will allow you to bring your shoulder forward later on and put your body weight on the other opponent's arm. So once you have gained height and you are inside your body, you are in a good position to apply the floor press. Now once the match starts, like in a traditional press, you need to engage your pronation. If you lose your pronation, you will not be able to apply the press because you will lose most of your power. So pronation is very important in the press, and as soon as the referee says go, your elbow is inside your body and you're bringing your shoulder as forward as possible, such that your shoulder is right behind your forearm and you're applying your whole body weight like this. Since you are in a strap, you are able to open your hand like this. If you're not in a strap, you will just slip and then get into a strap. So you're pressing like this, mainly using your tricep and pushing on your opponent's back pressure. Now what works best against a floor press or any kind of press is a hook, because what a hook does is it attacks the other person's pronation. So if you're going against an opponent who does a hook and is a hook player, you should most likely not do the press, because if he turns you over, then you will lose the match if you have been specifically training for the press. And any type of press works great against top rollers because they are relying mostly on their back pressure. So that is how you do the floor press and where you should apply it.